Hey there, I'm going to do a quick video on narcissistic examples. These are just narcissists in my life, and I think it's good to identify them, give examples, and then hopefully it can help you identify narcissists in your own life. Now, I just want to preface this with a couple of things. One, narcissism isn't a actual disorder. Narcissistic personality disorder is, and I believe that's when the narcissism becomes a problem in the narcissist's life. So, for example, if it's interfering with their day to day, and obviously all this manipulation and negative traits, or maybe they're just having trouble controlling their emotions, it's interfering with their day to day. So, which is why I don't think just reading off narcissistic personality disorder shows the full picture. But for example, there's exaggerated self-importance, believe they're superior and can only associate with equally special people, monopolize conversations, have trouble regulating their emotions and behavior, feel depressed and moody because they fall short of perfection. So I'm going to give examples of people in my life who I believe are narcissists, and other people believe they're narcissists too. I don't believe they've been formally diagnosed. So you're going to have to take this, as my opinion and a pinch of salt. And I'm not a psychologist, but I can almost guarantee you they are narcissists. I just think it's good to be honest and preface things. So my dad, I'll start off with my dad. Yeah, he's proper crazy. So also, I just want to say that this will really hopefully help other people identify narcissists if they don't have a word for it. So if I give some examples, you can be like, hey, maybe they're a narcissist. And, I just want to say also, it's probably not best approaching a narcissist and I think you're a narcissist, because it will probably just get worse for you because they don't want to be labeled as that. Like, it makes them look bad. They care all about what they look like. So, for example, my dad, he will sit at the table and get drunk and say, I could have been the heavyweight champion of the world. I'm so amazing. He says how intelligent he is. You can't interrupt really or talk about yourself, or even insult him or joke with him because he's so insecure. So he's just very loud, very abusive. It all has to be on his rules, and he whines about being hit as a kid, but he has been really brutally horrific to me and my family. So there's not a lot of sympathy there. Yeah, he's incredibly abusive, but he will go out and he will act very charismatic, act friendly with everyone, be like, hey, how you doing? And act like, everyone will be like, oh, he's so nice, he's so amazing, like, oh, blah, 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 he's such a nice guy. And, I guess this sounds a little bit he sounds a little bit like a sociopath, so, but I don't know, he's just messed up. So he's like more of an, I guess, an overt narcissist a little bit. My mum is my mum's a bit more like a covert narcissist. So she's always mopey, and she's like, oh, worries me, life is so tough. And she'll pull shit like pretending to kill herself. Like, she rang me up the other day saying, oh, I've taken an overdose, etc. And just really manipulative stuff, and wants to play the victim all the time. So that's my mum. That's more of a covert narcissist. And my sister, she will just call me when she needs someone to talk to while she's driving, or I think she just meets me or uses me when it's convenient, because she needs someone constantly in her life. She can't be alone. So if for whatever reason she can't hang out with anyone, or she's had to have time at work or this and that, she's like, hey, do you want to hang out? Or hey, let's do something. But that's the only time she'll hang out with me, when I'm being used. And then I had a boss as well who, she was very narcissistic, and in finance, there's financial media, and she was just same, act all friendly to everyone in public, and then really horrendous to me, talking down to me, treat me like shit. And then, just not caring, no back and forth in conversations, not really caring about how I felt at work, just like, have you done this? Have you done this? Thanks, bye. It's kind of like that. So it was, I guess the pattern is, well, not with the covert narcissist, but kind of like even so, like abuse, and privatized abuse. And maybe I'm too nice, or I consider myself an empath, so maybe I just have too much sympathy or empathy for them, and they abuse that. So, it's quite it's interesting, for sure, and it's actually very cathartic to talk about, and hopefully, I feel a lot lighter talking about it, and hopefully it will help help someone else. And I know there was a really good. I can't remember her name. She's Doctor. I need to remember her name. Ram. I can't remember off the top of my head, but she said she made videos talking about narcissists, and she said very similar things. And she talks about how the narcissists get very angry and message her. It's like, how dare you identify me? I guess people, they don't want to be identified as a narcissist because they're kind of jigs up. They want to be seen as perfect, and they're very insecure, and they need approval. And you got to think, like, are they genuinely being there for me, or are they just doing it for their own motive? You can normally sense it, but it might take a while to realize. Anyway, I hope that helps you. Just wanted to put that out there. Yeah, thanks for listening.